Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, I don't really want to talk that much about Dungeons and Dragons. What I want to do is I want to show you some of my miniatures. I've got quite a few miniatures, and as it happens, I've got quite a few beholders. As I was going through my cupboard, looking through all my containers, I did realise that there were a few things that were missing. And I don't honestly know why they were missing. And I'm still trying to fathom what has happened to some of my beholders, because I had a whole lot of them. Now, I do remember giving away a lot of miniatures, and beholders, it's one of the things new dungeon masters always crave, and I just can't help myself, particularly when I had lots of money, or more money than I have now. I would give away miniatures, and beholders were always top on the list of requests from dungeon masters who were beginning out. So I'm going to start off, we're going to go with the big baby. We're going to go with the Death Tyrant. Got this quite a long time ago. It's the largest miniature that I have in terms of a beholder. It is pretty impressive. I always enjoyed playing with it. I don't know that I necessarily put it on the table that much, but I certainly I like to fondle my beholders from time to time, and this one I certainly have played around with quite a lot. Got my little turntable, and hopefully the background isn't going to sort of mess you up too much. So yes, that is my Tyrant Beholder. I believe I got that when they were releasing, they released a pack, I can't remember the pack, but you got one really large miniature, and that large miniature you could actually see, and all the other miniatures were blind. I thought that was brilliant, because that's how I would continue to buy miniatures if I could. Anyway, so that is the Death Tyrant. We'll come back to him maybe. I've also got a very small one, a little sucker here. Where is he? Go. Just make sure I get him in the centre. There we go. So this little fella I've had for a few years. A long time ago, Wizards of the Coast put out a series that was basically a collection of beholders, and there was about 6 beholders in the set. And I thought it was quite a good idea, so I picked it up. So hence, I have quite a few of these little suckers, and they're different types, so you didn't get the same type of beholder. Next is, oh, can I read it? Eye of the Shadow. I believe this one is more of a Shadowfell, dark, sort of creepy sort of beholder type. And it's kind of see-through. You can actually see through it. It's partially sort of transparent, and it's purple. Always nice to have something a slightly different colour rather than those browns. Nothing, I'm not against anything that's brown, but I also like the idea of different colours. Colours make the world go round, right? And this one is certainly very, very colourful. I've used more than a few beholders in my games, and I've used most of these, even the Death Tyrant. What have we got here? On this one, it is a, that's right. How about a Ghost Beholder? This particular beholder, and oh, a flashlight. If I had a flashlight, I would do that. That's actually quite a good idea, flashlight. So this is a Ghost Beholder. Its eye is there, but what they didn't do is put like a dot for the eyeball. So it's still there, it's hard to make out. And it's supposed to represent sort of transparent again, but it's supposed to represent being a Ghost Beholder, something you could show up. They killed the beholder, but now they are constantly plagued by its ghost. I think that's actually quite a nice story for the Dungeon Master, not so much for the players, but it's a cool idea. Next up we have the Beholder Eye of the Frost. So this particular beholder likes to serve ice cream and ice blocks, things like that. No, popsicles, no, not really. This is all white, semi-transparent again, not completely, but it's all about doing things. It's basically a cold beholder. I think all beholders are cold, but essentially that's the idea behind this one. So I'm going to flick him round. Behold my beholders, my holders, my holders, Okay, alright, this one, we'll just spin it, and he's going to say, yes, Fred, I'm happy to be here today. Right, moving along. Okay, now there would be 2 more beholders from the series or box that I bought years ago, but for like I said, there are 2 missing, and I can't find them, and I didn't know what to do, so I'm bringing in one of my own. I made my own beholder. Some of you will know this because you were probably part of the live stream, but this is my own beholder of my own creation. Yes, I know it looks strange, like he's got legs, but it's not. It's just because I needed something for it to have a stand on, and I'm not that clever that I can make little see-through clear stands for my miniatures. Hence, I didn't do that. I just decided to use, basically, I think mostly it's constructed by a mothball, a wooden mothball, a lot of putty, a whole bunch of beads, some paper clips, and a lot of time and effort and patience. So yes, this is my own beholder, and of course I've painted him up. He's not completely finished, but he's certainly pretty close to complete. So that is my beholders, as it happens. I don't have any more than that. I'm going to say right now that my beholder collection may be expanding. Actually, I know it is going to be expanding. Gale Force 9 are going to send me a beholder to review, as it happens. And hence, I have to make sure that I can show it off properly to you, right? So that's why we're doing that. Now, don't say no to me. So yes, there is another beholder coming into the collection, and I will show it off as a review later on, as soon as it shows up in the post. So that should be quite cool and exciting. So look, if you found this, I don't know, I wouldn't say useful, but certainly entertaining, a good time to pass, 7 minutes or so, then great, share and like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos, which will happen. Now, if you want to support me, and I don't mean support me because I do actually have a full-time job as well, but I mean, if you want to support me, watching this video helped me out quite a lot. On top of that, I really do appreciate people watching more of my videos because I get a bit of AdSense revenue, provided you're not running an ad blocker. I totally get the, if they go running 2 ads in front of my videos, don't watch both of them. Just press the skip button by all means. I don't do Patreon, but I do have affiliate links to the Book Depository and Amazon where you can buy stuff online and I get a small commission. And if you don't buy stuff online, don't worry about it. It's all right. Okay, so when it comes to questions and feedback, I'm going to respond to everybody in the chat because there's a few people in the chat box, which is great, part of the live stream. If you're not part of the live stream, then hey, that's cool. That's where the comments section's all about there. That's why it's down there in the first place, right? Other than that, I'm going to say, hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s and don't look the beholder in the eye. Never look the beholder in the eye.